So you're running an e-commerce pet store. That means you are sitting on an absolute goldmine of data. The problem? Well, it's probably a chaotic jumble of spreadsheets and reports, right? So in this explainer, we're going to show you how to turn that chaos into your single most powerful tool for growth and, of course, for profit.
It's a question pretty much every business owner asks themselves at some point. I mean, you got data coming at you from everywhere, but does it feel like you're spending all your time just fighting with it instead of actually using it to make smart decisions? Let's be honest, it can be a real headache.
Does any of this sound familiar? You're manually pulling reports from Shopify, then Google Ads, then your accounting software, and the numbers never ever seem to match up. You're swimming in Excel sheets, trying to answer that one absolutely crucial question. Is my marketing spend actually driving profitable sales? But you just can't get a straight answer. You're stuck in what I like to call data chaos.
But hey, there is a way out of this mess. We're going to follow a really clear 5-step blueprint to get you there. We'll start by digging into the problem, then I'll introduce you to a powerful secret weapon, break down its core parts, walk you through how to build it for your store, and finally show you the incredible payoff at the end. Okay, first things first. Let's be super clear about one thing. Having disorganized data isn't just some minor inconvenience that wastes your time. It has a real, tangible cost that's hitting your business right where it hurts.
And I'm not kidding. The scale of this problem is, well, it's massive. According to Gartner, poor data quality costs the average organization a staggering $12.8 million every single year. Now, you might not be a huge corporation, but believe me, the proportional impact on your store is just as painful. It's quietly killing your bottom line through missed opportunities and wasted ad dollars.
So, how do we fix this? Well, let me introduce you to the hero of our story, a methodology from a guy named Ralph Kimball. It's a proven approach specifically designed to make data easy to understand and lightning fast to analyze. You can think of it as the ultimate organizational system for all your business data.
You know, there are basically two main ways to think about organizing data. The Inman method is top-down. It's like deciding to build a giant central city library before anyone is even allowed to check out a single book. It's really thorough, but it takes forever. We're talking 9 to 18 months to see any value. For a fast-moving pet store, that's an eternity. Then you have the Kimball Method. It's bottom-up, and it's all about getting quick wins. It's like building a specialized workshop just for your sales team first, giving them the exact tools they need in just 3 to 6 months. For a founder who needs answers yesterday, the choice is pretty obvious.
And this quote just nails the core idea perfectly. Instead of having a messy stockroom where everything is impossible to find, the Kimball Method helps you build a clean, organized showroom. Your data is laid out so you can just walk right in and immediately find the key numbers that tell you exactly how your business is performing.
All right, so how does this magic showroom actually work? Well, it's built from just two simple but super powerful components, facts and dimensions. Let's break them down.
First up, we've got the fact table. This is where you keep all the numbers, the actual measurements from your business. For our pet store, a fact is a measurable event, like the sale of a product. So the numbers we care about are things like the quantity of 2 toys sold or the total sale amount for an order. Simple, right?
But numbers by themselves are kind of boring, right? They don't tell the whole story, and that's where dimension tables come in. They provide all the context, the who, what, where, and when for your facts. A dimension table describes the customer who bought that bag of organic dog food, the specific product they purchased, and the exact date they bought it. See? They turn a simple number into a rich business story.
Okay, let's roll up our sleeves and move from theory to practice. We're going to walk through exactly how you can design a simple, powerful model for your pet store's sales data using a proven 4-step process.
So here it is, Kimball's beautifully simple 4-step design process. It's just a logical path that takes you from a high-level business question to a detailed, ready-to-use data model. We're going to select our process, declare the level of detail we want, and then identify our context and our measurements.
First, we select the business process we want to analyze. For our e-commerce store, the most fundamental one is, of course, customer orders. Now, for the next part, and this is so important, we declare the grain. Simply put, the grain is just the level of detail we're interested in. Instead of looking at a whole order at once, we're going to go deeper. Our grain will be one single line item from that order. This gives us incredible flexibility for asking questions later on.
Okay, so now that we know our grain is a single line item, we just ask ourselves, what context do we need to describe this event? And that leads us straight to our dimensions. We need to know who bought it. That's our customer dimension. What did they buy? That's our product dimension.
And when did they buy it? That's our date dimension. Easy.
And finally, we identify the facts, the actual numbers we'll be measuring for each and every line item. For our pet store, it's pretty straightforward. We want to know the quantity ordered and the total line amount. And voila! Here's the beautiful result of our work. This is called a star schema, and you can probably see why. Right there in the center, you have your fact table, holding all the numbers. Then, radiating out from it, connected by these simple little keys, are your dimension tables with all that rich, descriptive context. You can see how the customer dimension gives us info like location or even a really useful segment like new puppy owner, while the product dimension tells us the brand and category. This simple structure is incredibly powerful.
So, you've done the work to get your data organized. Now for the really fun part, the payoff. This is where your new crystal clear data model starts making you money and saving you a ton of time.
Think about a question like this. Before, trying to answer it would have been a total nightmare, right? You'd be digging through endless spreadsheets, trying to filter by brand, then by region, then by a date range, probably making a few mistakes along the way. It could literally take you hours, maybe even days.
But now, with your star schema, that's not a complex question anymore. Not even close. It becomes a simple, fast, automated query. Your business intelligence tool can easily join the fact table with your product, customer, and date dimensions to give you a solid answer in seconds. This is the huge difference between guessing and knowing.
And the return on this investment? It is massive. Research shows that retailers who use their data effectively can increase their operating margins by more than 60%. Companies can save thousands of hours a year on just manual data prep alone. And things like recommendation engines built on this kind of clean data have been shown to boost cross-selling revenue by up to 35%. The bottom line is, this isn't just about clean data. It's about driving real financial results.
I want you to think of these as your new business superpowers. You can now optimize marketing spend for actual profitability. You finally have a single source of truth, so the finance and sales reports actually match up. You can make decisions in minutes, not days, your reporting becomes automated, and you've built the solid foundation you're going to need for more advanced stuff like AI and predictive analytics down the road.
So, if you take only one thing away from all this, please let it be this. Organizing your data is not just some technical back-end IT project. It's a strategic business decision. It's about building a reliable engine that will power your growth, your decisions, and your profits for years and years to come. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Buried somewhere in your Shopify, Google Ads, and accounting data is a story. A story about your customers, your products, and your unique path to profit. The only question is, what story is your data waiting to tell you?